In today's video, let's take a look at BABA, and we are looking at a daily chart here. Recently, we did have a little bit of a pullback from a couple of timing cycles between the 13th through the 16th, but what we have to do now is compare the current decline that we're looking at with a lot of these prior declines within the uptrend. And if they're similar, these are going to be areas that we want to look at for another possible buy entry. So on the daily chart, I want to show you that the first zone comes in 223.76 to 90. The second zone comes in at 220.01 to 221.55. What we don't have at this point yet is a trigger that tells us to go back in. So you definitely want to be patient for one. But let's take a look at the 30-minute chart. This also shows you some additional levels and price relationships, because on the lower time frame charts, you definitely have more swings to work with. And this actually gives you the support that we're on top of right here, right now. Now that comes in at 223.67 to 224.49. But note that, we had a moving average crossover to the downside over here. In order to feel comfortable going back in on the long side against this support, you'd want to see the crossover back to the upside. Or at least, if you're just going to look at it for a day trade, then use something like, a 2-minute or 3-minute chart to trigger against this zone. And then define your risk either underneath the low that's made prior to your buy signal, or underneath the low end of the zone, which in this case is 223.67. So yes, it's a setup, but no, for me, as I'm looking at it for a swing trade, I do not see a trigger. Typically, you want to look at either a 15-minute chart or a 30-minute chart to trigger before entering a trade against the zone. And then again, the risk definition, even if you wait for a trigger, is still the same.